If you go on the internet looking for public speaking tips, which I do not recommend, but if you do it, the most common thing you're going to find is don't be nervous. Well, I wasn't nervous until you told me that. Now I'm kind of shaking a little bit. If you work as a personal trainer and you have a client come in for the first time and say, "Oh my God, I'm so nervous," you should have some kind of response for that. And one thing not to say is, "Nervous? Why are you nervous? Don't be so nervous." Push-ups. You're going to see nervous all over your gym floor. But when it comes to speaking, being nervous is natural. I've seen people say that people fear public speaking more than they fear death. That's a big fat lie, but people say it a lot because it's understandable to be nervous. So if you're nervous, here's my piece of advice. Be nervous. In your story, in your speech, present a character, whether it's you or somebody else, present a character who is nervous. So if your voice is naturally quivering or your body language shows you're uncomfortable, give them an uncomfortable character to relate to. Start with, well, there I was in front of the judge and trying to explain, gee, Your Honor, I didn't know the gun was loaded and I found it. And see, your audience will come along with you. But if your story begins with something positive and your voice doesn't reflect that, you're not going to capture their attention. If it's, there I was on top of the Olympic podium and they were like giving me my gold medal and I was like so proud and everything, your audience is going to tune out. If you're on YouTube, they're going to say, "Hey, look, Mr. Beast is smoking 100 Cuban cigars in a row. Let me check that out." Love that channel, by the way. Same thing goes with me. My biggest issue is that I move a lot. I fidget, I pace. It's killing me that I'm sitting in front of a webcam in a chair. Not only that, but it's a swivel chair. So even doing this, I move a lot. Sometimes just for fun, I like to spin around like this. Yeah, I know. You saw it. I'm making room for my growing intellect. Get over it. But as far as movement, I like to move around a lot. So I create stories that require movement. Whether it's dialogue, "Hey, I'm hungry." "Me too." "Let's get pizza." "Okay." Or if it has a timeline where I'm going from the past to the present to the future, or if my story has several places in it, I'm moving back and forth to those places. This way my movement is justified. And same thing goes with facial expressions. I know that my eyes do this sometimes. I can't help it. I don't want to. That's just how I am. So my stories are going to have the element of surprise in there or some kind of contemplation. So this facial expression matches the message that I'm trying to deliver. So if you're nervous, my tip, and again, I don't recommend quick tips for speaking. It's way too complicated. But if I can give you one guideline, if you're nervous, be nervous. As your confidence picks up personally, the confidence of your character picks up in the story, and you lead your audience on a journey where they feel tension with you, and you relieve the tension not only in your method of delivery, but in your story as well.